Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video from the Sunshine Island of Tenerife. So we're here this morning, we're down on Las Vistas beach, which is just between Los Cristianos and Playa de las Americas. It's quite early on the morning, it's coming up for about 10:15 now, but having said that, it's the 14th of December today. That's right, December. Christmas Eve is 10 days away, and here we are on a nice sunny beach. Temperature today is going to get up to 26 degrees. You've got to love Tenerife in winter, nothing actually beats it at all. So we're just going to have a quick walk along the beach at Las Vistas, and you can take in some of this glorious winter sunshine. Keep watching, guys. Well, I don't know whose yacht that is out there, but it's really nice. I dare say that's probably worth £3 or £4 million worth there, I think. I don't think it's just a motorboat. So behind me there, you can probably see the golden arches of McDonald's. You're never far from a McDonald's when you come abroad, are you? And next to McDonald's, there's the Sun King restaurant and Chucky's. They're both value restaurants. You get some great food in both of those, and it's really cheap. Speaking of food, I do want to recommend a restaurant called Lewinsky's, and that's near Los Cristianos bus station. We went there last night for our evening meal, and you get a 3-course meal for €10.95. So you're talking a 3-course meal for about £9. Drinks were on top, but drinks are quite cheap out here anyway. So the three of us had a 3-course meal each, and the total bill came to about €38, I think it was, which is absolutely fantastic. You can't beat the prices out in Tenerife. So you can do Tenerife on a budget. You don't have to have a lot of money to come here, but I do highly recommend coming here in the winter time though. Tenerife doesn't really have a winter. It has what's called an eternal spring, so the temperatures here are pretty much the same right through the year. Gets a little bit hotter in the summer, but not unbearably hot, but in the winter it really holds its temperatures up, and there's nowhere else I would rather go in the winter time, and it's an absolutely magical place. Okay guys, so that structure behind me is actually a fountain which was put up in the early 80s, I believe. It hasn't actually worked now for about 30 years, so it's just there as a monument now, I think, but it was originally a fountain. Maybe one day they'll get it restored and get it working again, but just take a look at the view across Las Vistas Beach from here, guys. Okay, so the other thing you might well notice is the heat haze is still very much here in Tenerife. It's called a Kalima, and what there is, it's like a desert sandstorm which blows across here in Tenerife. It blows across from Africa, and with it does bring the temperatures up as well. So in one way it's a good thing that it's here. The bad thing is the air quality tends to dip a little bit, and you do get out of breath quite a lot when the Kalima's in. Plus also, if you're wanting to plan on taking a trip up to Mount Tedy, obviously the Kalima is going to affect that, and you'll be driving through fog for quite a distance. So we do intend going up Tedy this time when we're here. We will vlog that as well, but it'll have to wait till next week once the Kalima's all gone and we can actually see a lot more up there. And of course the other good thing about Las Vistas Beach is there's loads of restaurants which are all nice and cheap, so you can spend a few hours on the beach, come up and get a quick bite to eat, and then you can go back for the rest of the day if you fancy doing that. I do recommend this one behind me here. It's called Players Lounge. It's all English in there. You get some lovely food though, and it's really quite cheap, but there's loads along here, and we'll just have a quick walk along. We'll show you where you can eat and where you can drink. So there's Players Lounge, that one's Bora Bora. Do recommend that one as well. And of course there's plenty of cocktails and sangria, all the other drinks and everything you could think of along here. This is the San Telmo Centre here in Los Cristianos. So we got doodahs on the beach. That's another really good one. And who doesn't like an ice cream? You can't go wrong with ice creams like that, can you? Lovely.
So where are you seeing that?
And the other thing you need to do when you're here in Tenerife, when you're walking around, especially along this area, you do see one or two famous people if you're lucky. I know a couple of weeks ago I was watching a YouTuber who I always watch from Tenerife, called the Night Strider, and he was out doing a walk along here, and lo and behold he says Bradley Walsh is coming towards me here, and sure enough there's Bradley just wandering around having a nice holiday, enjoying himself. And yeah, so keep your eyes open, you may see someone famous. I've been coming 10 years probably, and I've never seen anybody, but I live in hope, you never know. Okay, my friends, so before I go for a swim, I do want to give a shout out here to a couple of companies I use while I'm over here in Tenerife. I'm not sponsored by either of them, so it's not a sponsorship, but I do want to give them a mention. When I come to Tenerife, I always like to hire a car, so we can literally come and go as we please. We pick the car up at the airport when we get there, we drive around, drop it back off at the airport, not a problem. The company I would highly recommend for car hire is a company called Sanasti Car Hire. They're based in Los Cristianos, well established. It's been established over 30 odd years now. It's run by Andrew Knight, who is the Night Strider. He's also a famous YouTuber, so if you have a look at the Night Strider group on Facebook and also on YouTube, Andrew does lots of YouTube videos of Tenerife, but he's absolutely brilliant for the car hire. You just email them, sanasti.com, ask him for a quote, he'll get back to you. That'll be a quote, that's how much you pay. You don't have to pay excess insurance or anything like that. It's one price, that's what you pay, and he's absolutely superb. If you do want to do some excursions on the island, the other company I would only use, and I don't use anyone else, is a company called Tenerife First Excursions. It's run by Daniel, who's a big Irishman. He's about 6'6", built like an absolute brick house, as they say, but an absolutely lovely guy. He'll fix you up with any excursions, any tours you want to do. Last year when we came, we went on the Freebird, which is a 3-hour boat trip to see whales and dolphins. It was fantastic. The sea was a bit rough, but that's the chance you pay. It wasn't his fault that the sea was rough. So this year, me and Rebecca have booked a kayak trip. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to take the camera with me on that one. What I don't want to do is drop the camera overboard, and that would be a total disaster. Now, I heard what you said there. I wish you would. I heard what you said. I heard that. No, so I won't be able to vlog that one, but that's the trip I'm doing. We're going to do a 2-hour kayak trip. Hopefully we'll see some whales and dolphins. We do get a chance to get off the boat and have a swim and a little bit of snorkel, and there might be some sea turtles there. We live in hope. Okay guys, so I'm about to take a dip now, so we'll say goodbye for this one. Thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the content, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, consider subscribing to the channel. Costs you absolutely nothing, and we'll see you all very soon in the next one. Bye guys.